Alright everybody, welcome back. We're heading to the Sun Temple this time. Getting close to the end of this. Pamela's helping us out, getting us up here. And we're gonna see what's going on in this place. So dropping us off. It's all dangerous, you can't fit in here, there's no fish-shaped entrance or anything, but it's okay, she's helped enough. We're gonna go inside, be careful. So that's what we do. You don't just run head first into a situation. You assess it. Take control of it. What the hell's going on here? Looks like a big place, but who are these guys? Someone's talking to us. Where's that coming from? Oh, it's those two. They've been waiting for us, apparently. But they're priests of the temple. And they're kind of weird looking. I don't know, like in the PlayStation version, it's kind of hard to tell what they are. They look like owls to me a little bit. But it's way more easier to tell in the Wii version. Wii has better graphics than some systems. But yeah, it looks like these orbs have been taken. Some asshole came in here and just gathered up all the orbs and decided to disperse them all willy-nilly. So the good news is whoever did it left signs around, so it's easy enough to find them again. But the problem is you still need to do it. So those 4 orbs are going to open up that door right behind us, but gotta go and find them first. So let's start off over this way. The two I want to get first are the red orb and the yellow orb, because they both have those little ×2 fairy dudes, and in order to, you know, make sure that I get it and don't screw it up and everything, I want to get them out of the way, get them over with, because they're really hard to do. They're a couple of the hardest ones in the game. So let's do it. Go this way. It's cool because it splits up into 4 paths. You can choose which one you want to do first, second, third, and fourth, obviously. I'll throw that guy into the background. It opens up that door. We won't need it just yet, but we'll need it later, so you might as well do it now. Just get it over with. So this section right here, they both initially split off into 2 directions, and then those 2 directions split off into 2 more, and then you find the orbs that way. Gonna go down here to the yellow one, drop down here, there's the fairy right here. If I remember in the Wii version this is a little different, but you can do it basically the same way. Throw the first guy down into the fairy, and quickly grab those last ones, perfect. You even have a little time to spare. It's a little tricky to do, but you just double jump, throw it in there, and you should be able to get some of them on the way up. Good portion of them on the way down, the rest of them in a second jump. Throw a little shield dude over there. It's our first little prisoner of the round, so 6 of them, little priest guys. And we'll grab our yellow orb. So once you get that you just keep going forward, and eventually drops you right back down into the sun chamber again. Throw the yellow orb down there, and 3 more to go. Let's go and get the red one now. So we'll head over to the left side this time. Jump across this. So a couple of them take place inside, a couple of them take place outside. They do a really good job of this level of just kind of diversifying everything. You've got plenty of branching paths to choose from. You've got, you know, it's your own choice. You get to go whenever, wherever. And, you know, they all have completely different areas that they're located in. Oh, fire! Fire's hot. They all have fire. It's a sun temple. What do you expect? There's hot. The sun is hot. So throw the enemies into the background here. You see those little X's on the wobbling platforms. Throw them there. They're going to be important later. I'll show you when and where you'll figure it out. It's not difficult. Wait for another enemy here. You're going to use it. Throw that into the background. Make sure the camera's lined up just right. Grab our 3rd prisoner. So here you are. Those background platforms bounce down over this side. You get to use them to move across. Otherwise, you just have to go back and grab them again. We'll get the red one. Once that red gem, or once you get the red orb, the platforms will come back up, so you can't backtrack at this point. This is the other difficult one. Throw it in there immediately, grab this guy, double jump up here, and just do your best to float over that way. You just barely grab that big blue gem and then fall into the other ones. But your timing really has to be perfect for these two. It's a difficult one to do. Jump over this, get our checkpoint, this should take us right back to the orb. Here we go. So 2 of them down. Already halfway through. Let's go and get the green one this time. We'll kind of switch paths back and forth, you know, mix it up a little bit. Make things interesting. So back over here. Yeah, since the yellow gem took place majority in the majority of the inside of the place, the green one will take place more outside. So that dude we threw into the background and hit that switch earlier, it's going to come in handy because it's in the green path. So we'll just watch out for the flinging yo-yo spike. You got get hit by everything else, but that's alright. Everything else, including him. We could use them to light ourselves on fire and then jump up this way. That's wonderful. Okay. A few more gems here. And you see that door to the right there is opened up because we already hit the switch for that. So let's go out there, get our checkpoint. And we could use that bird to jump over here and hit this switch. So that's going to open up that second door. We could go in there now. Just got to wait for him to come back. Here we go. Alright, so what's in here, you may ask? Well, it's none other than a third switch. You can't just make this easy. There's got to be switches everywhere. There really does. Alright, a switch for a switch for a switch. We're going to go back up here now. And we can finally go into this other door. That's all cleared up. Drop down here, get our fourth prisoner. Get a 1-up just for good measure. Throw one of these guys into the masked dudes and then just keep throwing them because they're going to keep coming over at you. And you just keep on throwing them until they're all gone. That's all you got to do. They're lined up for you. It's not a difficult thing. Drop down, third orb right in its spot, and the blue one's the only one left over. Let's get to it. The blue one's going to be mainly outside since the red one was inside. So a little bit here. I'm going to show you a couple things. There's a couple items that are hidden well here, and I'll point them out when we get to them. But that's not yet, so don't worry about it. Jump over here. Instead of going through that door, we're dropping down because the blue one's over here. I don't know who would bother to take all these orbs and then leave signs around telling you where the orbs are located. Like, it's nice of them, but I just don't understand why you'd have to. It's sinister plotting, but it's not evil plotting. Anyway, drop down here, some gems over this one. Oh, there we go. Don't want to miss any. You don't want to fall down there either. Let's wait patiently for the platform to come back. We aren't going to jump down there just because we're patient. So here we go. You can see a shadow right there. Jump up, and there's a hidden egg. So we'll take this uncovered moo. Miss him. Okay, throw him against that guy just to get him out of the way. We'll use that for the egg. Break that open. There's some gems inside. And that should wrap it up. That's all the gems in the level there. So just keep grabbing this guy, throw him into the background so you can get that prisoner and take out the metal moo in the background. Move on back here. Jump across that fire pit. You shouldn't need to actually bring the moo with you because you can make it across her just fine. Blue orb. Come in here. There's a little bit extra after this one, so just grab him, throw him into that egg in the background. It's our last prisoner. And get the checkpoint. We don't even need the checkpoint. We'll get it anyway. Throw that back there, and with all four of them active, it should open the door behind us. Perfect. There we go. Alright, what the hell's in this thing? Let's go find out. Who's hiding in here? It's a switch! That was totally worth it. Guess we should... Oh, it's in the background. Alright, and the switch makes that platform... Oh, shit! It's a laser. Thank you. We did a good job. Where did you even come from? You're welcome. So, they have our... Or we have their permission to do something, I guess. Uh-oh, solar eclipse. Apparently that's bad news bears, because you know, it's a sun temple. Yeah. The sun's being eclipsed. It's going away. Alright. I like the second guy, because he pretty much just sums up what the other guy's, like, trying to say, but being kind about it. And the second guy's just like, no, fuck that, we aren't fighting, whatever. Get out there and do our work. Alright, 5-1's complete. Let's celebrate. Everybody do your little dance and song and have a good time. Song's almost complete. We're getting close to the end, so There's a whole lot of song going on. Of course, we get some fireworks after this because we got all the gems too. Just gotta wait for the song to be over first. There we go, fireworks. Okay, so that's great. Let's save our game and continue. Alright, 5-2. Let's see what lies deeper in the Sun Temple here. Oh, it's another priest and he's purple. More importantly, he's hurt, but let's find out how he is. That bird's going crazy above him. Looks like he's alright. He was ambushed. There's a bunch of guys here beating up priests. That's a nice thing to do. Alright, so looks like some shit's going down here. We gotta act quick. Gadius and everyone is here. They're planning some sort of lunar eclipse or whatever. Solar eclipse, I'm sorry. That was stupid. I just said that. But, yeah, it sounds like, when that happens, some sort of horrible evil being is gonna be summoned and just rain nightmares down. Fucking throwing terrible dreams all over this world. And we can't have that happen. It's gonna be bad. So what's going on here is the eclipse is gonna come in and out of this level. This is a pretty cool gimmick, actually. It's like a light dark world kind of thing almost, but not quite. Anyway, while the sun is up, everything is normal. These platforms right here don't work though. But once the moon comes out like this and the sun is eclipsed, then all these enemies are like invincible and you can't do anything against them. And that weird fish dude chases after you. And those platforms kind of appear, so that part's good, but everything else is not as good. So you gotta act quick, you gotta use your enemies while you can, and then run the hell away from everything. And you really gotta time this level out right in order to kind of utilize the fullest extent of your time on both ends. Because, you know, sometimes you have to wait for the daytime so you can use the enemies, and sometimes, like here, not, because you're gonna skip it, but sometimes if you aren't as cool as that, you gotta wait around for the platforms to appear and wait around for nighttime for that. Well, the good news is once you're inside day and night, it doesn't matter. There's no day and night here. There's just inside, and we're back outside. But that's just for these things. Collect them, get the hell back in, and there we go. Let's ride this platform back into the foreground. Drop down here. That platform, as far as I can remember, you can't fall off of it as long as it's moving, so don't worry about falling in the lava or anything crazy like that. If I'm wrong, then do worry about falling in the lava. It's a terrible thing. It'll burn you, and it'll hurt, and probably, I think it kills you in one hit, so don't do it. Alright, let's go ahead and grab these two, bounce up here. Perfect, nighttime's active. You could stun the fish thing by just shooting them with your wind bullets. You can't actually pick up anything in this mode, but you can stun it, which, you know, helps you out. Go over here for our third little prisoner guy. And let's get back inside. We're done for the outside for now. So we're gonna move up to another floor here. Let's hit this switch, move ourselves up. Let's see what this next floor takes care of. This is a really cool looking level, I think. Like, it's got some kind of steam factory going for it. It makes it... I don't really know how to explain it, because it's really cool, and it seems like a place that a sun temple would be. It's all hot, and there's steam everywhere, and lava. Alright, let's wait for nighttime to burst that, because we gotta move quick. There's these gems here, and we gotta wait for the platforms to fall and collect those last rain. Perfect. That one's not too bad as long as the little, like, flying fish things don't get in your way as far as when it's nighttime. But you do have to wait until nighttime to do it, because those platforms are really going to aid you. You can't do it otherwise. Jump up here, not for the hearts, but because there's another prisoner to the left of it. And let's see. Great, it's daytime again, so let's grab these guys when they fly at us. And we're going to use them to throw them into the background, break those shields off of the moose. We got to get them out of the way. Alright, so with them broken, it's going to turn into nighttime again, so we'll just kill some time here. Just kind of wait for things to happen. Let that fish get you, but he's not a problem, he really isn't. As long as you keep hitting him, we can just keep stunning him. Alright, you want to be sure not to get that giant one before you go into the background there, just because he drops those gems. You should know that from back in, what is it, 3-1, that you had to deal with the same deal? Let's go up here. Let's go to the right first, because the right has special items and stuff. I think it's the right. Yeah, because this just drops you down. Okay. Well, this is special items too, so we'll get that for now. Go back in here. But before we go into that platform in the background, is this one? Or, I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, let's go back in here. Okay. I was right the first. I should have listened to myself. You don't just doubt yourself like that. It's a bad thing to do. But luckily, that little portal drops 2 moves. One of them in the top of the area, one of them the bottom. Just use it to throw yourself back up here. You get another chance. We'll grab him. Use him to double jump to the flying creature. Use the flying creature to jump again. And oh shit, we'll need the flying creature one more time. Grab you. You're coming with us. Double jump up this way. Hit the switch. And I'll drop us down here. It's the last prisoner. So those are all taken care of. There's no more of them to worry about. Seems like they kind of get him out of the way early in this level. Like, we are getting close to the end, but there's still a little bit left. Get out here. Alright, moving over to the right. We have to hit that switch in order to get that platform out of the way. So let's get that done first. Of course, all that time riding it I just spent, it's going to turn into nighttime again, so... Alright, there we go. Oh, I could have done something, whatever. If you're holding an enemy and it turns into nighttime, the enemy's just going to pop. It's not going to come alive and hurt you or anything, but you aren't going to be able to hold on to it again either, so... Get those hearts, because why not? Fling that into the background, hit our switch, let's ride this back over. So once you get back here, you just hit the switch again, brings that open, you can jump on top of it, use it to continue. And alright. One more switch over here. We're gonna go up another level. This level's just—it's big, pretty big level, honestly. Whole lot to it. But we're getting close to the end here, so let's grab these gems, get our checkpoint while we're at it. We can't quite get up to that one yet. Obviously, we're gonna need an enemy to double jump up there, but there's none in this area. So where are we getting that? Let's go up here. We have a lot of switches to hit. Each one of those is going to drop that cage down just a little bit. So obviously we need to hit all the switches. It's going to bring that cage down enough for us to grab the enemy. But not only do we have to grab that enemy, but we have to time it while it's daytime so we don't lose it going inside. These two guys here, they're going to pace back and forth. There's no way to get an enemy in there and break them, so don't worry about trying to do it. Don't worry about the huge one, because you can't get the gems from it, but it doesn't count towards the 150 in the level anyway, so... You're not losing anything by ignoring them, just go ahead and continue. Should be the last switch right here. Alright, here we go, but we just lost them because it turned into nighttime. I think 2 gems too. I can't remember if they're... I hope they're later on. I think there's a little bit more to this level afterwards. We'll use our newly acquired enemy to jump up here. Hit this checkpoint. And yeah, a little bit more. I think they're right here. Perfect. There we go. 2 more gems. Wow. Right above me. Alright, a little final stretch of the level. Just watch out for the fire. Just jump when you get near that thing. You can jump over it easy enough. Even if it's not on fire. Just, you know, be careful, just in case. And one more switch right here. And this should end the level. Should end the level. Here we go. Getting up. Perfect. So you know what this means. It's boss time. It's transporting us over there. It's who are we going to fight this time? It's a surprise. Well, here we are. We're at the top of the Sun Temple. And oh shit, it's... Oh my god, we're face to face with him. This guy is... Oh, and of course he's pissed off at Joker because he's just dropped the ball so many times at this point. He's been sending enemy after enemy at us, and none of them are even close to standing up. So apparently Gattius is all playing his revenge here. He's pissed off because people drain, and he doesn't like that because it imprisons him, and he's kind of turned into a dick over time. So he's stolen this chick and, you know, making sure that she doesn't do any good. But yeah, he's planning on throwing the whole world into nightmares, and then bad things are gonna happen, and it's gonna be dark forever, which is fine for him, because he doesn't like daytime, I guess. So Joker's actually run out of enemies for us, so... Look at this, it's mono e mono. Joker versus Klonoa here. This guy can't live with himself anymore. He's disappointed his master too many times, and let's add one more to the list. It's time to fight Joker. So this is actually a pretty cool fight. He's gonna dance around in the middle there. He's gonna rotate his hands around him. Kind of weird, but the hands will bounce off enemies. So just kind of time your shots into the center. See, you hit the hand of the enemy, just bounces off. So time your shots in there. Just throw them in the background when you can, and hit him a couple times. I think once you hit him 3 times, he's going to change up his pattern here. So let's try to sneak one more in. That won't be it. But the enemies are plentiful here. They're easy enough to get a hold of, and you know when more are coming because they show up in those weird little polygon box things. And there we go, perfect shot. Alright. So yeah, after 3 hits, everything's gonna get dark. It's following that theme, because when he's light, everything's fine. You could grab people and hit everyone. But look, it's the eclipse now, so he's gonna turn into this horrifying turtle parrot monster. Oh shit! And I'm gonna jump off a cliff and be an idiot. But, no, it's okay. We'll do it again. He's Joker. You can't hit him while he's bowing, because that's impolite. He's introducing himself to you, and you don't ruin a stage introduction. That's what it comes down to. Who's the real bad guy here? Alright, 2 hits. Get that 3rd one in. Just take your time strolling around, Joe. What? I didn't hit. I didn't hit either. Oh, I missed that one. But okay. There we go. Alright. Should be 3. Perfect. Right back where we were. He's just gotta do his little showy transformation again. And there we go. I have no idea why he turns into something so horrifying looking. It's kind of a strange idea, actually. But these turn different colors here, and what you have to do is basically just run around the arena and turn them all back to yellow. The green ones just take 1 step to turn back, but the blue one tiles you have to touch twice because they'll turn green and then yellow. I think there's some purple ones later on in the fight that take like 3 or so, but I mean, it's easy enough. You just step on all of them. If you notice, they'll make a musical note every time you hit them, so if you hit enough of them in a row, you're going to go through like the whole music cycle, and a heart's going to appear on the other side of the stage. See, there he is, so let's go grab it, and there we go. It's kind of the cool thing about the bosses in this game is there's some sort of creative way if you're low on health to get health back. Like for this, it's the musical notes. For the first fight, no matter how many times I tried doing it and failed, I completely insist that if you hit that bell, hearts are going to come out of it. The second fight, I actually found this out more recently, so I'm going to let you in on this now. It's a secret to everybody, but the second fight, the water temple one, when they blow all those bubbles at you, if you pop all the bubbles with wind bullets, then a heart's gonna come out of the little machine in the center instead of a spike ball. So it's a way to get the heart there. It's a cool idea, you know, you just have a fighting chance as long as you know how to get them. Alright, a couple more hits and Joker's gonna do this whole shebang again. So turn into your crazy turtle parrot boomerang chainsaw, I don't even know what, but alright, you're this thing again. See, there's some purple ones now, so just walk across, get everything back to yellow. Watch out for that. He's just gonna swing his crazy extendo claws everywhere. It's a cool boss fight, honestly. No matter how weird this form looks, or just strange and out of place it kind of feels, especially with Joker. You know, he's never been this threatening, but it's still cool. I appreciate the fight itself. And it's an interesting idea. So just a few more of these. Oh, and there we go. Perfect. Alright, so he's gonna flip out, turn back to normal. Thwarted his evil plan by making colors. I don't get that. Alright, wait for this guy to pop up, and a couple more hits should do this. One, and... come here, buddy. Hit you. No, it's not gonna do it. Come on, just need that one. There it is. Alright. Version 5.2's done. Joker, the whole place is falling back down into him. Well, he's definitely looked better. He's kind of strange looking in 3D too. I don't know what the whole difference between that and the sprite form is, but he's not looking great. He's stumbling around. He's definitely not happy with himself. But he's got some information for us, and that's definitely helpful. I guess. He's pretty much just threatening us. He's telling us the whole world's gonna go into darkness, and that everything will be terrible, and he's exploding, so whatever. Get the hell out of here, Joker. We're done with you. But we aren't done with this cutscene. Look what's going on. This whole thing's shining here. It's glowing. This crazy looking sun temples. Shooting lasers! Look at this. Where's that going? Let's branch it out into 3. I like this part. One of them goes here, one of them goes to the windmill, and the third one goes to that gear. You got like 3 huge spinning device things. And it just shows that there's some really cool level ingenuity there. Like those 3 items weren't just there for show. They are actually important to the plot, and they weren't put there just by coincidence. So I think that's some really cool kind of thinking out the storyline, thinking out the level design. It shows that they're really taking the initiative there, so. The world's falling apart now, that's not good. Even weirder is somehow the world had this Moon Kingdom just shoved inside of it. I don't know what it was doing, hiding out in the middle of the ground, or how nobody found it is even the more important part, because I don't know. I refuse to believe that there isn't one person on this entire planet that's done some digging or excavation work or anything really. And how do you hide a moon temple that big? It's weird, but it's not good. It's definitely not good. Klonoa's pissed off. Look at that. It's kind of another reason why I like the PlayStation version, is because the Wii version, like, his character design is different. It's more fitting with the rest of the series, but he doesn't get that pissed off. Like, his big, angry, toothy grin is just, he's so pissed off. But look, there's a little Moon Kingdom in our book now, and it's floating there. And we got 6 more prisoners, so they're gonna add to this whole shebang. Alright, but 5th world's down, 6th world, and the last world is up next. We're gonna go to the Moon Kingdom, because this is some serious business. We've got to stop Gadius's evil plan, stop nightmare energy from ruining everybody's day. Don't want this world full of nightmares. It's bad enough that, you know, you go to sleep and you have bad dreams and you wake up and you're frightened. It's terrifying. You don't want to deal with that. You don't want to go back to sleep and go there, so have to make sure that's not a daily occurrence. Pamela helps us to the Moon Kingdom, but of course the Moon Kingdom doesn't have a fish-shaped door either, so we're on our own yet again. We're gonna be careful like always. Let's get in there and fuck up some Moon Kingdom-ness. Hugh Pow's feeling kinda under the weather. He's not comfortable with the scenario, but I mean, I wouldn't be either. It's very dangerous. It's very crazy in here, so let's get started. Right away, you can see there's a little background thing that we can't get into yet. We'll go there later, though. There's these things. You got a red one, a yellow one, and I think like a blue one. There's these little, what, like statues? They're kind of in your way, so of course there's a way to get rid of them. We just got to find out what it is. But we'll get to that soon enough. Let's grab this guy, use him to make a path here. Those little moves are riding the balloons, but we'll throw the flying ones into their path. Get our first Moon Kingdom-nite guy, and this is kind of weird looking. dude with giant blue eyes and a white jumpsuit. They're very strange looking people, but I suppose I wouldn't expect less from the Moon Kingdom. You know, it seems like they're in a league of their own, really. Anything moon related. So the second one, they're throwing a ton of us at us already. So that red crystal is going to shatter once we hit it. It's going to break all those red statues I was talking about. So now we can get in anywhere that had a red statue blocking it. So we'll go in here. And this is a really cool path. I like how you follow this little path of stars and stardust falls from it. And the Wii version actually ruined that room. It made it look completely different. And I think it just completely missed the point of having that there. So it's still the same room as far as gameplay goes. It just really doesn't look like it should. So a little disappointing, but yeah, it's still a good game overall. Whole bunch of ghosts in this area. So look out, everybody! It's Ghost Party. Just get out, continue on. This level has really cool design, I think, because that room I was talking about that looked so damn awesome. We're gonna keep going back there a few times. There's I'm skipping items, I know that, but we're coming back to this room too, so I'm not worried about it. We'll be back here soon. But there's, like I said, there's the different colored statues. So every time you break one of them, you're going to be brought out into that kind of main hallway area, and then you're going to go into that one room with the falling stardust roads. So every time you go in there, there's another area that you get access because you broke one of the statue colors, and you use that to keep continuing on to the level. So say we broke the blue one this time. We'll go on back through here, and this should dump us out back into that main hallway I was talking about. So see, that's broken. We can continue on to the left here, back into this area. And instead of going to the right, we'll go to the left this time, because I think that's where the blue one's located. Perfect, here we go. So that's where the blue statue was. We could go inside of this room now. Go up there to get a couple items. Nothing else significant, though. We don't have the yellow ones broken yet, so we can't get in there. We do have the blue ones broken, so let's throw that boomer down there. It's gonna blow up all the other ones. A big fat exploding chain reaction. Let's grab another one of those, throw it to the right so we have some platform room to work with. Drop down here. And you could get out of our way. I don't need any of them. This part's a little bit trickier just because it's hard to get that one out of the... Oh shit! Wait, okay. It's hard to get that one out of the way because it's just so far, the platform's so far out of reach there. Get the hell away from... Okay. That didn't work. It blew up on us, but... only took a heart away. It's not the end of the world. Just continue on. Once you get him out of the way, you can use that platform. It's a little easier because you get some horizontal throwing room instead of having to double jump. So jump to... Oh shit, I screwed that up. Jump down here. There we go. It's salvageable. We fixed it. Another huge chain reaction. Throw him into the spike guy. It's gonna break that green crystal. And we can continue on this path. So all those birds floating around, you could kill them all with one explosion. It's got another one of these guys in it. Throw him against the wall. You bring him through that little narrow hallway by grabbing him again. The cool thing about the boomers is they don't blow up once you hit a wall. So you use that to your advantage to bring him into areas that you can't bring other enemies in normally. Got 5 of the 6 prisoners already, so there's just one more left out there. We're making pretty quick work of this level, actually. Alright, riding through here again. I told you we'd be back to this area, otherwise it's completely unchanged. You just have to ride these platforms out again, so... Nothing we haven't seen before, just a bunch of silly-looking ghosts. Look at those guys. Their tongues are so creepy and sporadic. Just throw more ghosts at them. You guys are creeping me out. Not into creepy ghost tongue action. That's not something that makes me comfortable. Whoop! Hit him, but whatever. Still have plenty of hit points. Yeah, the cool thing is, I think there's like a bunch more in the next room. So let's go in this one. And let's see, there's a green entrance in here somewhere now. So, not the yellow one, we don't have that yet. There's the green one. Go in here. And see a bunch of hearts. I totally called that one. Grab them. Go in this way. So obviously the yellow one's the last one. This part is where it gets kind of tricky. These platforms are going to disappear after you stand on them. And these are really hard to get in one go, because, see, I fucked it up. Alright, I'm going to kill myself, but it's going to be worth it. We'll get those again, see if we can do it. But the platforms disappear after a very short time of standing on them, so you really have to be quick about this. But the problem is, if you just jump up and grab those, you can't fall back down on the... Fuck! I missed that one. It's really hard to get all of them from the left and then move to the right, because if you jump on the lower platform afterwards and then back up to the top platform after it reappears, then you just don't have enough time to get over to the left and grab those. So okay. Got them all this time. It really requires just perfect jumping, and you can't waste any time because you have just enough time to do it. You don't have any time to correct mistakes or fix anything. But the good news is it's right after a checkpoint, so if you screw it up, then you get another chance to do it. Break that. That's our very last guy. And see, one of the things I really like about Klonoa, and I can't remember if I've actually discussed this or not yet, but the platform jumps always just seem really easy to do. That huge series of jumps I just went through, in any other game it would seem like a really difficult endeavor. Like, they're small, very small platforms. They have, you know, very narrow range before they disappear. And of course I'm talking about how easy platform is when you like, fall down one. But the thing is, like, you could jump from platform to platform to platform and just have them be really tiny platforms without having to think twice about it. You never really feel uncomfortable when you're moving. Oh shit, I thought that was going to blow that up for sure. Alright, that time was on purpose, I swear. One more to do it. Third time's a charm, right? It was for the last one, so get it this time. Let's break that. Start grabbing. Okay. So just use this double jump before it explodes. Get up here. Perfect. That was everything. So that should be all the gems for the stage as well. Go in here and back into that blue room because it also had the yellow stone on top of it. You remember, right? So we'll go inside of here. And now that those are missing, we can go inside there. And I'll take us back outside here. So you just jump on all these. See, like, any other platforming game, that would seem like a very difficult thing to do. And I don't know, maybe I just haven't been playing the right platform games. Like Sonic and Mario, that seems like it would be kind of difficult to land on platforms that small and keep going without a second thought. Anyway, Vision 6-1 is over. It was a pretty exciting level. I really love the design of that level. I think it's mapped out really well, and the cool thing is 6-2 actually does something similar as well. So we'll see that. It's a longer level by far, because it's the last one. We're diving right into it. So our little Moon Kingdom mineers are adding to the music. We're almost done with it. This is the last thing you're going to hear before it finishes up the song. So get our fireworks going, gonna save our game, and we're off to the last level. This is exciting. This is one of my favorite levels. It does a great job of having that last level feel. But before we dive into it, there's tons of spoilers here. So this is where shit in the plot really gets serious. So look at, there's people here and they know Hugh Pow. And they're calling him by official sounding names. It's crazy. Their kingdom's been taking over. And it's by Gaddius, of course, because who else would do it? And there's this chick here. It's the queen, but that's not good. He's pumping in nightmare energy into this place, and we can't have that happen. And whoa, 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 wait a second. What? Mother... if he's calling the queen mom, then that would mean that... But he doesn't look like... What's going... What haven't you told me, Hugh Pow? This is weird. Things are getting creepy. I don't know what's... Oh my god, he's a real boy! Even crazier, he's the prince of the Moon Kingdom. That's some real serious business. I guess he knew his kingdom was going to be in danger, so he disguised himself to get Klonoa to trust him and help him out. And it's not a very nice thing, but We know Hugh Pow has good intentions. We know he's a good person. And we've been friends with him for years, so of course we could help him out. Come on, buddy. See, we've been friends forever. We're best buddies through and through, right to the end. So of course we're gonna help out Hugh Pow, who turned out to be the Prince of the Moon Kingdom and hasn't told us this whole time, but is still our bestest buddy. So look, he can transform back too, so that's alright. He looks weird as a Moon Prince anyway, so get out of here, get someplace safe, and we'll take care of business. Alright, so pretty strange turn of events, but we'll keep that going. Right, this is the last level here, and it's really awesome, and it looks cool, and you've got all those, like, meteorites, and the whole world looks like it's just falling apart around this kingdom, and the music really adds to it, and this level just pumps you up. It just gets you full of energy and makes you want to just kick evil guy ass, and we're gonna do exactly that by going through this door here, jumping across these really narrow platforms. See, it's the narrow platform. I love this thing. I really do. Like, narrow platform. I can't stress it enough that narrow platforms in any other game would be the biggest pain in the dick move to really go through, but here they're okay. Let's just work our way across here. We're going to use our shield guy to jump up here. And I like the little stained glass art in the background, too. It's like Gaudius, and it looks cool. Get up here. But this level kind of does that backtracking thing like the last level did, and I'll show you how that works once we get through this section. But it's really cool as well. I don't know how to get through there without taking a hit. It's pretty difficult, actually. He moves just about the same speed as you do, so get out of there and get hit by the shield guy instead, because we need variety in our damage, I guess. Introduced to these enemies. It's kind of weird that they throw one new enemy type in the very last level, but they're cool. They have these boomerang ears, and they use them to fling them at you, so just jump over them. Wait for this guy to jump over you. Grab that moo, and we're gonna hit him for some gems. 7 of those. Make our way up here, because there's that switch in the background, so grab the flying guy, throw him back there. He's gonna open up a path for us. Rock just kind of moves out of the way. So perfect, let's head down there and see what happens. It's just a cool looking level. You have all these like rotating spires and pillars. It feels like a kingdom, but it feels like, you know, a moon kingdom. So this part's a little difficult. You're gonna want to grab the shield guy, throw him to the right, hit the left switch, and I missed that, so whatever. Alright, grab him again, we'll do it. You gotta be closer to it, because the enemies pop after throwing them a certain distance, I guess. Throw him, hit the second one, and then use the bird to double jump yourself into the third one. The timing has to be perfect, because those switches aren't going to be flipped forever. You gotta make sure all 3 of them are hit at the same time, and that door's gonna open up. But more importantly, it moves a pillar back in that main room we first started in, and we can continue on past the first door. This drops us off right back at the entrance again, right into the outside section. We'll just jump over these, make our way back inside. Another weird thing I noticed, I actually started playing the Wii version after doing this run, so just to kind of like compare and kind of understand like what the differences were and everything. I did mention before that you get 10 hit points instead of the 6 in this game, so you have a lot more health to work with. Wait for these dudes, you need to double jump. You need to double jump away. Here we go. There we go. We could use these birds to kind of like multi-jump up here. Get those gems and the prisoner. But, like I was saying, not only do you get the 10 hit points instead of the 5, but those little hearts, the ones that fill up half... Oh, shit. It's okay, we'll try again. Anyway, quit interrupting myself, Tim. The mini hearts will fill up an entire... Really? The mini hearts will fill up an entire heart in your heart meter instead of just half a heart if you're playing the Wii version. So not only do you get 10 hit points, but you get a whole lot more health from anything, really. I mean, the gold ones are going to fill up the 3 full hearts instead of the heart and a half. So really you get, like, not only do you get 4 more hit points, but you get double health back from all the health bars. So they really make the game easier just by doing that, even though it's the same game as far as the layout. And pretty much everything else is the same. There's a few areas where they slightly change the platforms or the layout of the gems, but other than that, it's the same exact game. You're going to be getting the same experience. They do throw in some extra things into the Wii version, though, and one of them, you have to beat the game to get everything, first of all, but you'll get a boss rush mode, a vision mirror mode, which basically just kind of flips them horizontally. It's like a mirror mode in a racing game. Ouch, I thought that solidified. That was stupid. You're a bad platform, and you shouldn't feel good about what you just did to me. Alright, it's not even there anymore. What am I doing? Okay. Drop down here. Whoop. Drop down there. But don't fall all the way, because we want to get all of these collectibles. So, drop. Throw that down. And shit, we have to fall down before those disappear. Okay, good. We're good. We use him to throw him down and collect that prisoner. You don't have to jump all the way down there to get it. If you do, some enemies will appear. Grab these guys from the background and use them to break this before he traps us in the corner. It's okay, we mostly got it done. Anyway, the Wii version has a couple extra things. I said before they changed his style for the Wii version to kind of fit with Klonoa 2 and the rest of the series, but they also changed his outfit on top of that. But the original outfit, along with the outfit of Klonoa 2 and like one other stylized outfit, are unlockables in the Wii version. I can't remember if there's anything else. There's some cool things there. There's like, there's a character view where you get to like look at all the different models used in the game and stuff, and that's kind of cool. Especially because they look a lot better, and everything really does look a lot better in the Wii version. Like everything you might have thought about the PlayStation game, it really kind of takes more creative liberties with it while sticking with the same art style, so they do a really good job. Another one of these rooms, so you gotta hit 3 switches at the same time, but let's take out that big guy first, because he's got 7 gems that we want. So we'll do that. We gotta use him as a platform, so let's get him stunned for now. I gotta think about how to do this. Okay, grab this guy and kill him because I put him way too close to the edge. We aren't gonna be able to jump up that. So grab him, get on top of this platform, throw him into the foreground, throw him into the foreground because we missed, and then wait around because we screwed things up. Alright, shield guys going into the foreground on the right thing there. You're going here, and perfect, there we go. So that should open up that next pillar, which means that this door opened up, and it's going to bring us right to the entrance again. So let's go on through this little sand thing here. I don't know how it propels us uphill. It's kind of strange, but alright. Heading back to the left and to the inside. There's one more gap there, so I'm assuming there's one more sand ride followed by platform that we're going to take, but we'll see. Anyway, let's go inside here, past the first door, past the second door, and into the third one. It's a new area. We'll grab these, hit the checkpoint, and continue. And part's a little bit difficult, because this guy's chasing you, but hey, look at that, he's not chasing us anymore. Problem solved. Okay, let's take our time now. We're gonna hit that, jump on over here. Gotta be quick with this because, oh yeah, we fucked that up. Okay. Not only do you have to grab all the gems on those platforms right there, but there's one gem stretched way far over, and it'll help if I hit that. There we go. Grab all of those. There's that one gem right at the end that you have to grab, and we did it. Perfect. That wasn't too bad, actually. Yeah, if you don't grab that very, very last gem with the ×2 guy, then you're not going to get all. You're going to be missing one. That'll be very upsetting. Okay, wait for them all to come back. This guy's kind enough to jump out, so we can double jump ourselves upwards. And perfect, there we go. Alright. So you got a bird in the background there, and you have to time yourself to jump over into here, get hit by spike guys, and then throw them into each other for revenge, because that spike guy's a dick. He's in our way, ruining everything. And there we go, problem solved. Okay, we're in the final stretch of this level. We've got to make sure to get past these guys. It's a little difficult just since they're on the very edge of the platform there, but nothing you probably can't get past. Giant spiky dude, so make sure to use a double jump to throw yourself directly into it. It's a good idea, but no, seriously, get that last one first. We've got all the prisoners. That was the very last prisoner of the game. Aren't you excited? We're gonna have that giant song now. It's gonna play, and it's gonna play to the very end, and you're gonna hear all of it again. I'm sure you're very excited that I let that play every single time. It hasn't gotten on your nerves at all. It's a cute song, though. It really is. So once the big dude's taken out, you just grab one of these, throw them into the background. We're gonna hit that switch, and it'll move this out of the way. You noticing a pattern with this level yet? I don't know if it's been dragged in enough. It's cool though because it keeps it fresh and original while still like repeating an obvious design pattern. So it's not quite like a cut and paste kind of thing like a lot of other games would probably pull on you. Alright, this part would be easier if I didn't keep getting hit by the stupid shield. But we gotta use these boomerang guys to make our way up these platforms here. So jump over that. Yeah, even though you grab the enemy doesn't mean his little boomerang ears are going to go away. So you have to be aware of that, and you have to make sure that you still jump over them when they come back. Wait for them to throw those, get up here, and just be patient. You don't have to rush up these by any means. Just jump over them, grab that, grab the 1-up too, because I like 1-ups. They're shiny and fun to collect. And even if you don't need 1-ups, you still feel good by having a whole lot of them. And it's kind of like a double-edged sword for some video games. I know a lot of platform games out there are kind of scrapping the whole idea of extra lives, and that's a good idea, it really is, because when it comes down to it, like, it's an outdated concept. It really is. Like, lives used to make, because there didn't used to be save points in games, and there didn't used to be, like, you know, being able to save your progress or hit a checkpoint or something, and lives were a way to kind of keep you from playing over and over, and, you know, eventually getting through the game, because you'd have to start at the beginning if you lost all your lives, but you don't have to do that with most games anymore, so... I really fucked this up. Okay. Just wait for that. So you use these to get up one side. Let's wait for them to come back first so we can get to the other side. But, yeah, like I was saying with the life thing, like, on one hand, it is an outdated subject, so you don't really need them anymore. But on the other hand, it feels really cool to get a bunch of extra lives, too. Like, it just makes you feel like you're doing a really good job, even if just lives are really plentiful and you don't need a whole lot of them. Like Donkey Kong Country, those games, it's been really fun to get 99 lives before I end them all. Games like Crash Bandicoot, they throw a lot of lives at you, and you need them because that's a difficult game, and, you know, getting hit once will pretty much screw you over. But at the same time, they give you more than enough lives to counter that, and it feels cool to have, like, you know, hundreds of lives. Yoshi's Island will not... it was huge on lives, actually, but the really cool thing about that is you could have up to 999 of the suckers. It doesn't just stop at double digits, so you could collect to your heart's content. And there's all sorts of mini games and bonus rooms and everything that you can collect them in. We're not playing Yoshi's Island, we're playing Klonoa here, and we're playing a boss of Klonoa. We just finished up Vision 6 too. So Gadius is at the very top of this tower, and he's getting ready. He's making Nahatum. Strange name, but it's this horrific beast that's gonna come out once nightmares start ruining everyone's shit. But he's worried because there's this dream in this world that can't be corrupted by nightmares. It's an unflinching dream, and he has to get rid of it. But whatever could this dream possibly be? Oh look, it's Klonoa. We're here, and everything is ready for the ass kicking, so... Traveler of foolish dreams. What is he talking about? Why is the camera spinning so crazy? So Gadius didn't think we'd make it, but we know better than that. We're kicking ass and taking names, and we're all out of both, so we're here for you. Alright, of course the evil guy has to explain all his motives and everything. Basically, Gadius is pretty much just butthurt that people neglect nightmares. They're scary and disturbing, and you just don't want to deal with them. So you focus on the good dreams, and it's kind of unfair to nightmares. It really is. But he doesn't like that. Being a nightmare himself, he's been abandoned by the world. So he wants to get revenge on the world that's casted him out. It's actually a pretty good motive for being an evil guy, so. Alright, we're gonna fight him, though. You see those glowing little sphere things? Don't jump into them, because you're gonna be teleported to the top of this rotating death wheel thing, and you'll have to fight to get your way back in. In the meantime, he's gonna make these little dudes come down to Meteor Storm. Catch as many of them as he can, and throw them behind you into Gadius, and do some damage. So, a few more of these. There we go. I think that was 4 hits on him. Alright, and you pretty much just have to... This thing never rotates around quick enough for it to be a huge issue, but you have to keep in mind that those little glowing spheres are there, and you have to jump over them. So after he does the crazy head trick, he's gonna move things around. So, phase 2 of his whole evil scheme is the evil guys will be dragged around by these balls. And at least one of the balls in any given instance is going to be the glowing sphere things. So stay away from that. Grab these guys as they come after you. Throw them to Gadius. We only have 1 hit left. Look at that. We're just hauling through here. So the final ditch effort. This part's a little difficult. He throws this little electric cage at you, and the cage is full of enemies. And what you have to do is hit one of those edges of the cage there, and it'll break the cage open and spill enemies everywhere. So thrust it down in the direction of this hand moves. Grab an enemy, throw it behind him, and boom, Gadius is defeated. He's dead and done and over with, and we're done with Vision 6 too. So look at that, there's all of them! Everybody shut the hell up, they're making music. It's the full song. There's a whole bunch of these guys. They're all playing their tune, having a good time. It's fantastic. Listen to that. They're all just working in harmony. It's very, very beautiful. And long. You guys can stop now. Alright, cool. Alright, Vision 6-2 is clear. Let's save the game. We'll wrap this up in the last video. Thanks for watching. See you later.